You're tuned into the Do You Radio Show with your host Rondu, co-host Lee Masters, and DJ Chic Chick.
I'm the ones and twos.
We have a real special guest, Eastside Mase in the building.
Yeah, oh, good hands.
Quick.
Used to play ball back in the day.
Yeah, a little bit. Mase, what's good, man?
Can't call him, man.
We got author, artist, and entrepreneur Mase in the building. Mase, what's good? Tell people a little bit something about you. Drop your handles and what you got going on quick.
What up, though? Real quick, Eastside Mase, Eastside Detroit. You know what I'm saying? You can find me at Instagram on /Eastside Mase.
That's what's up. Mm-hmm. Hey, Master, what you got to say, man?
Hey, we here, man. Eastside Mase, appreciate you coming through.
Hey, you already know you my dog, man.
Yeah, same here, for real. You know what I'm saying?
And if you're just tuning in, we're doing it everything old school versus everything new school. We're doing it for the culture. There's no beef. We're just doing a comparison. Like we voted out rotary phones. We don't want that coming back.
No more.
We love the cell phones. We love the Android and we love the Apples. Lee Masters, you got something to say? You got the next pick.
Real quick. Even though I did play Young Thug, we canceling the dress. We don't want that.
No dress.
No dress.
No dress.
Hold on,
no, listen. Listen. Young Thug wore a dress. Young Thug, do you baby. Gunna had a purse, do you baby. Listen, y'all do y'all, and we gonna do us.
But we canceling the dress and the purse.
Listen, it's a do you lifestyle. Listen. This is how I look at things. Young Thug wearing a dress doesn't affect my life.
Exactly.
Gunna wearing a purse doesn't affect my life.
Right.
Mase, what you have to say about it?
About niggas out here wearing purses?
Yeah, dresses.
And dresses. And heels.
You hit it with the Soulja Boy voice.
Hey, if that's what they into, let them be into it. I can't personally rock like that.
No. That's not like that. You will never see Ron doing a dress.
I ain't never seen Hove or Nas or any of them out here wearing a purse.
Right.
That's the thing.
I don't care if you put it on the other side of your shoulder, bro. It's still a purse.
It's still a purse.
Right.
You know,
No matter what size it is and what angle it's pushed in.
If you're just tuning in, everything new school versus everything old school. And we just having a little fun with it. May says he's not with the dresses and the purses, and that's cool because that's your choice.
That's my choice.
And that's their choice.
I'm just saying, dog, if they out here and they rapping and, you know, they representing the culture, bro, that ain't the culture.
But that is the culture now.
Nah, bro.
Young Thug, listen, if it wasn't
That's the new culture.
Listen, if it wasn't part of the hip hop culture, Young Thug and Gunna wouldn't be so successful.
It's part of the trap, though, the culture.
It's hip hop, trap music, just another
man,
form of hip
hop. That they trying to push, man.
Okay,
you
listen.
know that, dog. You sitting up here talking about masculine men up here influencing. And that's where it comes in, that influencing other dudes that's, you know what I'm saying, 14, 15 years old to think, hey man, wearing a skirt is cool. Okay, let me drop a purse real quick. Let me put some lipstick on because that's what. Nah, that ain't the culture, man.
Listen, we got it. Lee Masters, you got something to say when it comes to the music, old school versus new school, everything old school versus everything new school.
So speaking of new school, we got my next pick, which is Kodak Black. Calling my spirit. I ain't see him with no dress. I ain't see him with no purse.
I fuck with Kodak.
You know what I mean?
I fuck with Kodak. First of all, Kodak is an haïtien.
Haitians be here.
Tout haïtien, yo. Kodak haïtien here.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you don't know what they do at home.
Oh my God.
That could be true. That could be true. What she say?
You don't know what they do at home.
Oh.
Listen, okay.
Here we go with the Englewood Hayes shit.
Man.
I don't hate. I just keep it real.
Okay.
That's what we do in
Right.
Englewood.
Right. Do You Radio Show live. This was Kodak Black calling my spirit. That was my new school pick.
Man, I fuck with Kodak, but Kodak gotta stay out of jail, yo.
Man.
Yo, Kodak, listen, Kodak, man. If anybody that knows Kodak, tell Kodak, prier, m'bave la prison encore. I just say, pray, man. I don't want you in jail. I don't want you in jail, man. Get this money, Kodak. Represent for the culture. Represent for the Zoes. You're the number one Zoe right now when it comes to music.
Exactly.
Kodak was good.
All right. on the disagree tip.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard for a person like Kodak Black.
We got Eastside Mase in the building. That's who's talking.
In the building.
Go ahead.
It's hard, like, and this is honest, real to God stuff, man. It's hard for somebody that grew up in the project, hung around nothing but the murderers and the drug dealers, you know what I'm saying, to be a certain way, and he's still a young dude. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's gonna take him going to jail a few times for him to be like, all right, I gotta do something different. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all he been used to. He had a song. I'm just a project baby. You can't expect nothing more than what he is.
But Mase, okay, let's talk about you. You're an author, you're an entrepreneur, you're a family man.
Yes, sir.
You run your own business, multiple businesses. But when I first met you, you was that young dude for the project. And listen, it's about having OGs and listening to the OGs. So he might not have any OGs or anybody to drop some gems on him.
I mean, he got OGs because he got somebody that pushed him to where he at now. So he got OGs, just like you one of my OGs.
Yeah.
But when you met me, and I was still a little bit older than him, I was still wild.
You was wild, yeah, you was wild, but you know, let me tell you something, you've always been about your money though. And that's the thing. I think you had a perfect balance of wild and being a business savvy person. You wasn't just all the way wild.
But you know what? But that's when you met me. I also had just came out of jail too.
Well,
so that goes back to what I was saying. Like, it's gonna take that to happen a few times before you be like, all right, man, I gotta chill out. Even when I came out, I slowed down, but I was still wild. At this point, I'm just like, I just need my respect from everybody. And if I don't get it, then we're gonna have a problem.
That's it. If you're just tuning in, we have Eastside Mase in the building, author, entrepreneur, artist. And today's topic is everything new school versus everything old school. What do you miss about the old school, Mase? And give us something old school that you miss,
man,
and something new school that you like or you dislike.
I think about it all the time, dog. The one thing that I miss about the old school is the authenticity.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. The authenticity of it.
So these new cats is not authentic.
Nah, man.
I agree.
We got a main example number one in Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah, we was just speaking about it.
Right. That's
true.
He was the number one. He had like 7 or 8 number one hits on the Billboard. You know what I'm saying? Which lets me know that everybody tuning in at all.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pop you with the stiffy bring. You know, he talking all that stuff. So when before they even put the second handcuff on him, he talking.
But the thing is, you know, the sad thing about it, the whole
everything,
the Tekashi thing is, who was buying all his music? He had supporters.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. He had supporters, but now everybody is turning on him, even his supporters. That's the authenticity you was talking about. His supporters are turning on him.
Yeah, they supposed to turn on him because you are not that person that you said you was.
So, with Tekashi 6ix9ine, do you feel sorry for him or you think he's getting what he deserves?
He got everything that he deserves. Real, bro.
I'm sympathetic.
If that's not you, don't bring your ass into the... Can you cuss?
Yeah.
You can say shit, bitch, motherfucker. Go ahead. You can cuss.
I'm just saying, like, if that's not you, don't bring your ass into this life, bro. That's not you because you're not willing to accept the consequences that come with it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But a lot of people too, now we in the era where a lot of people, they go from, it's like a lot of people grew up from, they be in the streets, but it's not a choice, it's just their environment. But now there's a lot of people that they're not from the streets, but they decide to go to the streets. But it's like, if you're not about that life, like you said, don't go there.
Don't go there.
Or they decide to be studio gangsters for the music.
That's what they are.
Yeah.
Pac said that.
Caught up in it.
Dog, Pac said that in 96. Everybody want to be the have-nots. He said everybody want to be the have-nots. And you seen it. It's cool to be like, I never had nothing.
Right.
Nigga, what's cool about that?
On that note, we're going to stop at that note. I like that note, what Mase just said. But it's 11 o'clock yet? Is it 11 o'clock?
No, we got 2 minutes.
Two more minutes. Well, Mase said something about everybody want to be like the have-nots. But listen, if you're just tuning in, you're tuned into the Do You Radio Show.
Live.
Go to our Instagram because we're about to go live on our Instagram, the Do You Radio Show. That's our Instagram. The hashtag is Do You Radio Show. We would love for you guys to come into the studio with us, get a look at Mase, Lee Masters, DJ Chic Chick, and myself, and we can interact on social media. That's going to be at 11:30. At 11 o'clock right now, we're going into the mix. Oh, is it time for your mix, DJ Chic Chick?
It's about that time.
I want to hear that.
New school versus old school. And DJ Chic Chick said she has an amazing mix.
I didn't say that, but it's just going to come naturally.
It's going to 1.9 million listeners worldwide, over 150K listeners here in Georgia.
Sheesh.
It's the Do You Radio Show. Real talk, real music, real issues, real guests like Eastside Mase. Let's go.
Let's get it.
It's your boy Ron Do, and you tuned in to the Do You Radio Show. You just listened to the old school versus new school mix by DJ Chic Chick. You went in, baby. You did your thing.
She did.
Killing this shit.
Yeah, she
You
did.
did your thing. Man. Today's topic is everything old school versus everything new school. We have a special guest in the studio. Eastside Mase, what's good? What's going on, brother?
What up, though, man? Y'all already know. Eastside Mase, Eastside Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Just out here trying to represent for the homies, dog.
That's right. You're doing a great job, Mase. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule of being an entrepreneur, an author, and a family man. We're going to jump right into it. You got a book out right now. Give us a little information about your book.
So pretty much the book is pretty much basically about my life, man. I always grew up rapping. Everybody can tell you that. One day I sat around and I was like, man, I don't want these thoughts and my feelings to just die out with me. So what it is that I can do to myself to get it out. And then, so I was just thinking about it. And then I was on the phone with my homeboy Nigel. He was like, you know, man, you got a lot of stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to write a book. So I just went ahead and combined them because the raps are my true feelings. So everything that has happened to me, I wrote them down. So I pretty much wrote the book. I put the raps that correlate with each story inside of it, and the response to it been great.
Nice.
Streets love it. People in the feds, the prison love it.
Wow.
Regular, everyday working people, they love it because it's genuine.
Right.
Yeah. So what you want this book to do? Like, what's your angle? What was your angle when, you know, writing the book, and where you want the book to go? How do you want the book to change people's lives?
So when I first wrote the book, man, it was more just to get my words out. And I thought it might have been therapeutic from everything that I had been through. But once I released the book, one thing that I found out, especially amongst people that's younger, you know, 2021, is that I relate to them. You know what I'm saying? And I've had people actually hit me up on IG. They didn't hit me up on 94.5 or when I did a radio interview with them. And they was like, hey man, can I get your book? And they read it and they was like, I feel everything you went through because I'm going through it too.
Right.
How did you come out of that? You know what I'm saying? I done had people write me from prison that say, hey man, you give me hope because I know when I come out, I can still turn my situation around.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
So
definitely.
That's what's going to, man. Just showing people that no matter what happened, no matter what it is that you've been through from birth to the age that I am now at 35, like it's going to get better if you stay 10 toes down and just put your work in.
Right.
Yeah. So the book is called
The Unsigned Rapper.
A survivor story.
So, you know, that's a great topic because I think there's a lot of kids out here and a lot of kids that don't see a life after not being signed. You know, that's a great topic. Not being an unsigned rapper, are you still, you know, pursuing your rap career, or you just left it alone? And I think it's a great story because, you know, not everybody's going to make it in the rap game. How did you shift from being an unsigned rapper to an author?
Like I just said, man, I had to make the shift from being a rapper into being a father. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
Nice.
I knew, just me personally, I knew I could not do both. I couldn't dedicate my time to music and being away from my daughter.
Right.
Or if I dedicated my time to my daughter, it's taken away from the music. So me personally, I had to make a choice. And so I don't know if everybody noticed, but when my daughter was born, I was locked up. I was incarcerated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was the worst feeling to me. So when I got out and I had to make that choice, I didn't want to be without her again.
Right.
So I went ahead and put it down. Now I drop songs here and there because, you know, my homies like it or certain people in the hood like it.
Right.
But for the most part, it was just therapeutic just to go in there and make music about how I felt.
Nice.
That is dope. You guys got any questions?
I really respect that. I really respect that in
I
you
appreciate
as
that.
a man. You know, to bring up those words saying that you wanted to put your family first, especially your kid, because a lot of people lack that. They chase the money first and say, oh, I'm going to be able to take care of the kids. But they don't know it's that emotion and that love and that genuine love that the kids need from the parents, especially the fathers. So I commend you for that.
Hey, I appreciate that. I really do.
Yeah. I got a question because for people it may have been over their heads because, like you said, so basically you wrote your whole story, and in between each stories you got verses. Yep. And I got a question about that. Are those songs released, or are you about to release the songs that are with all those verses in the book?
So here's the thing. So with the book, a lot of people that bought it, I just sold 1,500 copies out the trunk. Right? 1,500. Wow. Yeah, just out the trunk, like no help, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? So everybody that read the book was like, hey man, you need to make this into a movie, a short film, something. Right. So me and my, I contacted a few guys and I went with a homie, his name is Jay Legend. So me and him, we about to do the casting call. So we about to shoot a short film. So in the short film, I am going to release music. Okay. I am going to release music. Okay. We're doing a soundtrack for it. It's going to be like 8-9 songs for it, all new music because people, they read the lyrics, but they want to hear the music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They love them. They love the stories. Exactly. They love the lyrics. Right. But now they want to hear the flow.
Yeah, they want to hear it to a beat.
Now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So whatever blessings come from that, then I'm going to take it because I deserve it.
Facts.
Right. Definitely. If you just tune in to the Do Your Radio Show, we got Eastside Mase as our special guest. Lee Masters, my co-host, and we got DJ Chic Chick.
On the ones and twos.
That's right, DJ Chic Chick on the ones and twos. I'm sorry, DJ Chic Chick.
It's okay, sweetheart.
Thank you for, putting me back in
wherever
line
you fall, I'll pick you up.
And listen, you ain't off the hook, man. We going back and school. We going back and forth with the old school versus new school. And me and Mase, Mase hasn't been part of it, but me and Lee Masters been going back.
We
had
a little fight on camera.
Can you talk?
Right, knocking over lights and everything.
Because we're gonna go back to the music.
Then you guys had all this hardcore music. That's why I had to throw some women in the mix because excuse me, the women do rap as well. So that's why I had to throw that in my mix.
Okay. I got a question for Mase before, because who has the next pick with music? Is it me?
You.
It
would be me.
You. I thought it was you.
You see? She knows what's going on. Who's next?
So who's you?
Oh, you're right. My
do
bad.
you?
My bad. Do
you?
Mase.
Lee always trying to take the limelight.
Oh, come on now.
Listen, damn Canadians, man.
Come on now.
Wait a minute.
Let's pick, and he about to turn on Drake.
I ain't even picked Drake today.
Surprisingly.
Love Drake in Canada. You love Drake, right? You got to post.
He got some good music, but I ain't even.
You got to post Drake in your room.
Nah, come on.
I'm gonna take care today.
I'm gonna take care. 6 guys.
Yo, y'all hell.
I got it. But Mase, I've seen your transition from bouncer to having your own security company and being an author. And I know, you've passed a lot of people when it comes from being just a bouncer into where you are today. Does it affect you? Do you receive love from those people that you've passed on? Or you think it's kind of like some kind of shade being thrown at you?
It's kind of 50-50, man. It's kind of 50-50 because a lot of the people, you know what I'm saying, I used to work under. You know what I'm saying? They saw me when I was going to club just trying to get a job just so I can leave the streets alone. You know what I'm saying? And some people that put me on, and the people that put me on is genuine from them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they wanted. Hey man, I got you. You been one of them. Dread, Kevin Vaughn, you know what I'm saying? They put me on to put me in this position. But the other older heads, you know what I'm saying, that just used to work there, they said, hey man, you can't do that. You can't do that. Now they calling, they asking me for jobs.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I hear a little chatter. Hey man, he said this, he said that.
Yeah, it's a lot of chatter.
And the reason why it don't affect me, because nigga, if you was handling your fucking business, I'd still be working underneath you.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Put your grind in, be 10 toes down.
Respect the hustle.
But that goes back to what I said earlier. You demand your respect.
Exactly.
And when you demand your respect, other people see it.
Right.
Like me and Mase, we met. Now we brothers and we family. We met from a work standpoint. Mase, you want to talk about how we met, man?
Yeah. So fresh out of jail, couldn't find a job. So I'm downtown, and I was actually looking for somebody to rob.
Oh wow!
Straight up.
I was looking for somebody to rob because, like I said, had a little girl at home, couldn't find a job. Pampers and formula ain't popping up out the blue.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck it, I'm about to go back and do what I do. I just need 1 or 2 niggas for the night. So I'm walking past Icon Lounge, and I see a homeboy. His name was Ransom, who I used to bounce with.
Right.
Rest in peace to Ransom.
R.I.P.
Like, hey, man, what you doing?
Not to cut you off, but also with,
yeah.
you gotta tell the Eve story too, because I know you met Eve before you met me. I didn't know
Big
that.
Eve.
Big Eve's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He was one of the people. Right before I went to jail, right before I went back to hustling.
You met Big Eve before jail?
Yeah, I met him before jail. Yeah, I met him before jail. Once again, I was going down to clubs. I'm like, man, I just need some work. You know what I'm saying? And I went up to Big Eve, and he was so cold and he was so standoffish.
Wow. And
I was like, hey, man. I said, man, y'all hiring, bro? I just need a job, man. I just need something. And he was just looking at me like, nah. I was like, look, man. Hey, if it's any consolation, I can fight. I can throw them hands. And he was like, young brother, he ain't even all about that. I was like, look, man, what it's about right now, I just need a job. And he put me on. He was the first one to put me on, worked there. Then I went to Magic City. Then I went to Blue Flame. Then I just bounced around, you know what I'm saying, to different clubs.
Back to the Icon story.
Back to the Icon, looking for somebody to rob. Ransom told me, hey, man,
R.I.P. Ransom, rest in peace.
Ransom,
F.U. Cancer took my man Ransom. F.U. Cancer.
So yeah, he put me on, you know what I'm saying, to start working. And that's where I met Ron Duet. And boy, let me tell you something. Icon was something crazy, man.
Man, we worked in the hoodest club, man.
That was in the trenches, right?
The trenches, I'm talking about on the battlefield. That's where we was at. In the trenches, it's safe.
I was just happy that Mace was on my team. Man, I appreciate it. I was happy that Mace was on my team, man. But tell him a little smidgen about Icon.
Real story, man. Real story. Me and Ron Duet almost lost our life up there one night.
Wow.
Almost lost our life. End of the night, promoters counting.
Don't say no names of the promoters because they're still out there.
They know where we at.
Yeah, they're cool. I see them still.
Yeah, I see them too. But you start dropping names.
Yeah.
But end of the night, promoters trying to count money. All I hear is, man, they ain't fighting in the office. They fighting in the office. I run upstairs. Dude put a Tech 9 out on me. He said, nigga, don't you fucking move.
Banana clip.
Sheesh. He said banana clip.
Long too.
Long. Curvy. Man. Real curvy.
He like, hey, don't you fucking move, dog. I'm like, hey, man, it's me, baby. It's me, baby. Yeah, it's in the waist. Go ahead and take it. Because he already got the drop on me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm like, hey, man, I just want to make sure my homeboy good. That's it. So I'm scooting to the office. I look in the office. Ron Duet got a gun in his face wrestling with the dude.
Oh, wow.
My God.
Now, like, it's centered between the eyes, wrestling with the dude. Now, hence, the dude was trying to get to somebody else,
right.
And Ron Duet was trying to prevent it. But you don't know what happened when the dude finger on the trigger and
right.
just pointed straight at you.
But God was with me. That was in my first near-death experience. But the thing is, Mace, before you came, it was the African dudes that owned Icon. It was 2 African guys.
Yeah.
What happened was he pulled a gun out on the African dude, and the African dude said, "Kill me, motherfucker! I dare you to shoot! Kill me! So then I was standing there, and I was like, "What the fuck? This nigga got a gun!
Right?
Like this nigga got a gun on you." So I don't know what happened, man. I just jumped in front of the gun, and and he was telling me to move, and that's how we started to wrestle. And steadily, when I'm wrestling with the guy with the gun, the guy's behind me asking the guy to kill him.
And he was cool about it. Like, he had his hands behind his head and was just like real chill about it.
Real chill.
I was really trying to get to him. He just...
They were Nigerian too. Shout out to Nigeria.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Nigeria, man.
Oh my God! Now I look at you totally different, Ron.
Yeah, but
now I can understand, like, when you acting up or something like that. I give you a pass. I give you a pass.
Yeah.
You've been through some shit.
But like Mace would tell you at that time, I wasn't even. Mace was the person that told me, "Yo, Ron, you had a gun in your face." I didn't even know what was going on.
Right.
Man, it was a bunch of drugs.
That was courage. That was definitely God.
Stupidity.
That was.
I'd have let them niggas work that out.
Right.
Yeah.
But that was God that stepped in you and gave you that courage and that you didn't even see the gun.
I seen the gun, but I wasn't worrying about it.
Yeah, you had no fear.
The guy that
of
had the gun, I was looking, we would talk, I was like, nah, don't do this. I didn't even realize, I was just protecting the guy that was behind me.
Right.
I didn't even think about the gun going off, man.
Right.
But it could have, and that's what I was thinking about.
I got a story before we go to some music, because your ass ain't off the hook, you man.
Okay. Wait a minute. I thought his story was going to be that he tried to rob you.
Don't rob me.
I got a job. I got a job for you.
Right.
Another story, man. He was in there, man, and it was a big fight. It was always a big fight.
Nigga, that was my first day working.
Wow.
Dog, that was my first day working. Funny story. While I was at work, I was actually dying while I was at work.
You was
Fun
what?
fact, I was dying.
You was dying.
Yeah.
Where you say that?
I had internal bleeding. I had a ruptured spleen and internal bleeding.
I remember that time.
Wow. And I came to work with pain like, damn man, something wrong.
We can't make this stuff up, man. We can't make this stuff up.
I was dying when I was at work.
If you just tuned in, you're tuned into the Do Your Radio Show. We got Eastside Mase, our special guest in the studio, author, rapper, entrepreneur, and family man. One more story before we go to some music. I remember we had it was another fight in the club, and Mase was wearing this guy out. Like when Mase fights, he's wearing you out. It's not like you drop and he leaves you alone. It's not like MMA, like you can tap out. Mase is going to keep going until your body's lifeless. I remember we had an incident that you were beating somebody up, and I went to grab you, and you turned around and said, "Get the fuck off me!" I said, "Oh shit!" You just turned around and Mase. How tall are you, Mase?
6'7", 300.
Mase is 6'7". I'm 6 feet tall and I'm fat. You know, Mase is in the gym. So Mase just turns around and looks at me and says, "Get the fuck off me!" I was like, "Okay, Mase, go ahead."
Let me finish my finish, dog.
Yeah, he was out, and that's when I knew when Mase fight, just let him handle his business. But on a positive note, Mase is now an author, entrepreneur, and a family man.
And he still fights a little bit.
Just a little bit.
And
he just don't rob nobody no more.
Exactly.
Me and Lee Masters, we battling today, old school versus new school. Now it's my pick. We going to Marley Marl, the Symphony. Do you know what that is?
I'm about to find out.
Oh, y'all don't know what that is?
I'm about to find
Okay.
out.
All right, Marley Marl and the Symphony. Let's go. Drop
Shit,
that.
when did that came out though? You know what I'm saying? Give
It's
him a
in
little.
the 80s, son. In the 80s
damn.
when they were selling crack and beepers and big cell
I
phones.
was always on the music because my dad he was a dope man for real. You know what I'm saying? And so he'd come pick me up in the gold Honda with the pump wave.
You was with that shit.
If you didn't know, I had an S curve. I had an S curve when this was out.
Yo, we need to see those pictures.
I got you.
Phone.
Marley Marl, the Symphony. Let's go.
Y'all gonna bring Fridays back to opium.
Listen, I want to bring Fridays back to opium. Kevin, if you're listening,
Kevin,
I want to bring Fridays back to opium.
I was just there DJing on Friday.
Listen,
and kept it running until 3 o'clock. The security had to come and shut me down.
Listen, we gotta talk to Kev. We gotta
Had
talk
to
to
get him
Kev.
off the floor.
You know, I would love to have Kenny Johnson, Legacy, Kevin Edwards, BJ, Mark on the party. I would love to have them on the party, and we could bring good fun times back on Fridays.
Let's get it.
Yeah, I missed that.
Let's do it.
So Kevin, if you're listening, Opium, the whole team, the staff, if you listening, let's bring back Fridays to Opium. We need to take over. Come on now, let's go.
Worldwide.
We create our own lane.
Let's go.
But back to the man of the hour.
Yes, sir.
Eastside.
We got Eastside Mase. Eastside Mase. So where you're from? Where did you go to school? If you let us know a little bit more about your personal. Who is Eastside Mase?
Man, well, first off, born on the west side of Detroit, 7 Mile and Greenfield. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up with the gangsters. I mean, I'm just regular dude from the hood. Grew up with the gangsters. Grew up with the drug dealers. They was right across the street from me.
What school did you go to?
Elementary.
Yeah, elementary or up to college or whatever.
I went to Bio Elementary. In middle school, I was off and on between the suburbs and the hood. So I might go live with my mom for a second, go live with my dad for a second. So I went to Bernie Middle School in the suburbs, and I was going to Taft Middle School in the suburbs because I just couldn't stay in one place.
Okay.
I was supposed to go to Southfield Lathrop, but we had a meeting, and they was like, "Yo, man, like you've been too bad. Like if you do anything, you gotta go."
Okay.
First week in school, I had to knock somebody out. They was time to go. Time to go. And then plus, I was having a whole lot of like problems in my home life.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, I just couldn't be out there. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I went ahead and moved to East Warren, 48224. What up, though? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean.
And I went to Finney High School, one of the, hey man, that thing combat school, bro. Combat school.
Gladiators. Every day.
Man, it was crazy over there, man. Like, dog, I'm talking about they was over there beating up teachers and all
What?
types of stuff, man.
Violence.
In middle school?
No, it was high school.
Oh, okay.
It was high school. My third day there.
Wow.
I saw
My middle school, it was beating up teachers. IS 61. Shout out Lefferts. Yeah, but
What?
go ahead.
yeah. High school, Finney High School, the best high school, by the way. They tore it down, but it is what it is.
Okay.
Sheesh.
But yeah, my third day there, man, they beat up an old white lady.
Wow.
In the hallway.
Wow.
They said we about to beat your ass, and they took off on her. I was like, oh my god. I'm like, dog, they in there beating up old white teachers. I know they gonna kill my ass.
Right.
Wow.
But yeah, man. But I messed around and had the chance to go to Clark Atlanta University, which is like a crazy story in itself. I never thought that I would actually go to college. It just wasn't the thing that we did.
Yeah.
But my mom, she did everything. Like, I ain't know nothing about no SATs, ACTs, or nothing. She woke me up one day. I had been asleep for like an hour. I'm high, drunk. She woke me up, signed me up for the SAT.
I'm a mama's boy, by the way. You and your mother have a great relationship?
No. We cool. We cool. We cool. Mine, but, we straight.
Okay.
If it's not personal, why?
We both stuck in our ways. We both dealing with the things that happened between us and to us in the past.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pray for y'all, man. I'm gonna pray that your relationship
Right.
mends because you only get one mother, man.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you just get one mother, and I hope you and your mom work things out.
God has his hands on it. I see it working.
Yeah, I know that's a
I
little
see it.
All timing.
Yeah.
She's proud of you too, Mace. Believe it or not, she's proud of you. If she ain't say it, I know she's proud of you.
Facts.
I don't know.
Listen.
What's your sign?
Huh?
What's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
What's your mama's sign?
She is a Leo, if I'm not mistaken. No, Libra? That's
Libra.
October, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, October what?
Like Ron, huh?
Yeah, she's a Libra. She's a Libra
Yeah,
like
she
me.
a Libra, yeah. So
a
why
Libra.
we get along?
I mean, listen, that's your mama, so that's different. But we're not gonna get too deep. I'm a sensitive dude when it comes to mothers. I don't want to start crying. I'll start crying for Mace. So we're gonna move on. Mace.
I wanted to know, can I ask one question?
Yeah.
Well, who's your inspiration in hip hop growing up?
In hip hop?
Yeah.
Real talk, it's Nas, man.
Okay.
It's Nas. Because the pictures that he used to paint, like J. Cole said, and I let Nas down, like when other people saw pictures, heard words, he saw the life. You know what I'm saying? And when like Nas got a song like looking out of my project windows. Like I was that kid that was looking out the windows, seeing the older dudes on the blocks, and I'm seeing the gold.
Right.
That was the best TV back in the days. I remember that. Man, looking out the window was the best TV, man. I can relate to that, man. The gold chains. When I was growing up, it was the rag top Maximas and Cressidas. Nissan Maxima and Cressidas. Woo!
When I started noticing the cars and stuff, people was riding around in Impalas and the Marauders. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad had the gold Honda with the gold spokes on it, with he was a little pimp back in the day.
Well, by now, everybody knows you're an author, you're an entrepreneur, and you're an artist. Can you tell us something that most people don't know about Mace? Something that, like, would kind of, people like, word, for real? Tell us something about Mace that nobody knows.
Like hidden talent or something?
I don't know, something.
Maybe
that.
that.
About
Hey,
Mace,
maybe
something
that.
about Mace.
Yeah, actually that is one of them, man. Like artwork, I'm dope with the art. Like
Art, like drawing?
Yeah.
Nice.
I ain't never seen no painting, Mace. Go ahead. Shout out to Vision. We need one. Shout out to Vision. We need to see one. Yeah, big Vision. We got Big Vision up here.
I can look at you and I can draw you as
Word?
Oh, really? Draw me right now. Look, draw me right now.
Listen, we gonna put your ass. So Mace is a real artist.
Oh, look, I have a studio I'm opening up downstairs. I need you to draw Chic Chick Live in a dungeon on the wall.
So
I gotta brush up on
I don't know this. I've been knowing Mace like going on 10 years. I didn't know Mace was an artist. Like you're a real like with a
I'm
paintbrush.
an artist. I like long walks on the beach.
the pencil in the shade now. I got the pencil in the shade.
If you're just tuning into the Do You Radio show, I feel sorry for you because we've had a great show. We've been going. Right now, me and Lee Masters is going back and forth with some
It's Lee's
music.
turn. It's Lee's turn.
We're gonna play a little snippet of what you got going on. What you gonna pick, man?
Hey, I got that trippy red snake
man.
skin. I like to ruffle some feathers though. I love to ruffle some feathers.
He tried to take your turn last time.
Real talk, me and my
He tried to
homeboy-
take your
me and
turn.
My homeboy Terrell Williams, we'll jump on you.
But we listen. If you want to hear more of what we're talking about, go to the Do You Radio show and go to the live. Let's go to the music. If you want to see the discussion continue, go to the Do You Radio show Instagram, and we're on live right now. Chick, drop that trippy fucking red. I don't fuck with trippy red.
I like that.
Period.
I like to ruffle. You said trippy red.
Yeah, I like to ruffle some feathers.
He red too, nigga.
Don't be scared. I played hit 'em up in a room full of New Yorkers, so it don't matter.
I know that.
All the motherfuckers is blue faces. Made a lot of fucking millions off the pavement. And it took a lot of patience and waiting aces. Ain't for suicide. 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 Cause suicide. Suicide. Don't commit no suicide. Say no to suicide. 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 What? These niggas gon' kill themselves. They see me stunt. So they see me making money. Please nigga don't kill yourself. Say no to suicidal. Die on me. Say no to suicidal. Die on me. Say no to suicidal. Die on me. Say no to suicide. Don't slide on me. Don't die. Slime on with dope. Slime on with troops. Pussy nigga talk out, then we slime on my whoop. Shine in that grind, throw the dime like a hoop. Ayy, bad bitch in her ass is a tooth, but that stomach is a cube. Nigga, what it do? Big red counting blue. Whip like water soup, with your bitch like two. Tweety birds in a coop. Oh, ayy. Bitch so bad in a steak skin. Ayy, foreign do the dash, you know I'm racing. Ayy, all my racks the same, yeah, they Jason. All the motherfuckers in some blue faces. Hey, all my racks are made it off the pavement. Patience, waiting for suicide. 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 Cause suicide. Suicide. Don't commit no suicide. Say no to suicide. 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 What? These niggas gon' kill themselves. They see me stunt. These niggas gon' kill themselves. They see me making money. Please nigga don't kill yourself. Say no to suicidal. Die on me. Say no to suicidal. Die on me. Say no to suicidal. Die on me. Say no to suicide. Don't die on me. Don't die on me.
You're back to the Do You Radio Show. We got a real special guest, Eastside Mase in the building.
Yeah.
Let's get back to this. You a painter, Mase, so you be painting?
Nah, man, I don't be painting. I just got that pencil work though.
That's just a personal thing you be doing.
Yeah, it's a personal thing.
Okay.
Fun fact, I actually went to a school for the gifted and talented for 2 summers.
Really?
No, for drawing.
For drawing, wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how.
So you did graffiti and stuff? Were you into graffiti? You're a graffiti dude?
Nah, I wasn't no graffiti dude, cause I lived in the hood. My dad used to ride around the streets all day. He's the last nigga I wanted to see catch me doing graffiti. You know what I'm saying?
So, Mase, tell us the business about being an author, because I would love to write a book one day. I think I have an interesting story about my life. Now, tell us, how'd you manage to write the book? Do you have anybody helping you push the book? Like you have like what you got going on with the book? How are you pushing the book?
Like I said before, man, pushing the book, I was just pushing it out the trunk. I post up at schools, I post up at gas stations, stores, anywhere a big crowd at. Hey, and I pop that trunk and be like, hey man, y'all want something authentic? Hey, I'm trying to be y'all favorite author. Check me out. You know what I'm saying?
So the process. Do you have any companies helping you push the book?
Now I do. Signed a publishing deal with Black Gold Publishing. It's a black-owned publishing company out of Virginia. Okay. So they put they picked the book up, and I signed a 2-book deal with them.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're gonna write another book?
Yeah, the second book gonna be about my experiences in the nightlife.
Okay. So is it gonna be like the Unsigned Rapper Part 2, or is it like a totally different?
Well, I mean, I still got the raps that correlate with the stories that I went through, but it's gonna be more focused on how I came up in the nightlife industry in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's gonna be on. My experiences meeting Rondu, meeting Chick, meeting Lee Masters, you know what I'm saying, the Kevin Edwards of the world, and the AGs and all of them, and celebrities and things like that. So that's gonna be focused on the next book.
Right.
Okay, my next pick is Black Moon. Just play like a minute and a half of Black Moon. This is for you, Lee Masters, okay?
Hey,
okay.
Let's get it.
Listen, you gonna hear it, man.
It's like you won't hear it, man. Listen.
Buckshot Shorty. Listen, Black Moon right quick. A little snippet, nothing too long. Let's just put it on right quick. It's your boy Rondu. That was Black Moon, Buckshot Shorty. I was going back at Lee Masters. We're gonna get back to my boy Eastside Mase, the Do You Radio Show.
Yes, sir.
And it's going down. So you said the process of writing the book, and we're going to be shutting down a little bit. You know, she's going to let us know how much minutes we got. DJ Chic Chick, 8 more minutes to the show. The process. And how, you know, give some information how people that want to start writing a book, what they can do to start writing a book.
I mean, the first thing, if you want to start writing a book, the first thing that you got to start doing is write the book. You can't say, don't be I'm a bot two ass nigga. Like, just be a do you nigga. You know what I'm saying? Do what you supposed to do.
That's right. I like that.
So that's phase one, man. It just start writing and let the thoughts flow. Cause when I start writing the book, like I was just telling you, like I had to tap in, because it's about my life and about my experiences, I had to tap into them thoughts and that pain and that trauma that I thought I forgot about. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so me writing the book, the process, it was actually kind of hard. I thought it was going to be a relief factor, but it actually wasn't.
And is there a website where people get the book right now?
You can go to my Instagram. I got a link on the Instagram, which is _Eastside Mase. It's a link there, and it'll take you right to it, so you can purchase the book. And like I said, I'm an authentic nigga, so I'll pull up on you personally and drop it off just to shake your hand for the support. You know what I'm saying?
Just don't start fighting with him because he's gonna.
Did you find that song he was talking about? Did you find
Not
that?
yet. I have it.
You did?
Whatever you need, boo, I'm gonna find it. So
okay, so we do a.
Don't you know what?
This is the reason.
Remember when we first started working together? You tested me several times on that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like,
shots.
I haven't failed you yet.
It means something to me, right?
Okay.
So once again, it's called "I Ain't Got No Panties On" by Wax Million.
And now I asked Mase if he had to pick one song before he go to heaven. This is the song that he picked.
Yeah, if I was to go to heaven, it would be "I Ain't Got No Panties On."
Well, it's really called "No Panties on the Dance Floor."
That too. It's about Wax Million. So the reason why that song is special to me is because that's from my dad's record company.
Wow.
Okay.
My dad produced it.
Nice.
And that's my brother that's rapping on it.
What?
Play that right quick. I didn't know that. Wow.
All right. Here we go.
It blew up in Detroit. BET is a BET Uncut.
Is your dad in the video?
He got a short, real snippet of it, but he in there.
All right, play that because we got a couple of more minutes left to play.
Here we go. Here we go.
Mase, in closing, man. Listen, man. You're tuned into the Do You Radio Show. Mase, we appreciate you coming down and rocking with myself, Ron Do of Do You Entertainment, Lee Masters, and on the ones and twos, DJ Chic Chick.
Don't ever forget about me.
Hey, man, I want to leave y'all pretty much like with the message of my book, man. Like, don't wait to start to do something, dog. Just do it. Live your life. Do what you're supposed to do and stop fucking around.
Yes.
And anything that you done been through, leave that shit in the past. Find your motivation, your inspiration, and just move forward, man. Because we only got one life out here, and if you fuck it off, it's a wrap.
Mase, I want to, and that's right. You got to do you. You know, life's too short not to do you. Are you going to be at my party this Friday, the 27th? The Libra Live, the Libra Bash, all black.
Stepping in all black with the Titans. You know I'm 6'7", 300. So when that suit fit, that tailor-made suit fit. Ooh, I'm
not wearing a suit this year. I'm not wearing all black. I'm not wearing a suit this year.
What you wearing then?
I'm wearing all black, but I'm not wearing a suit. I wear a suit every year, so I'm
You wearing a dress and a purse?
Oh. I'm not down with the young. Down with the young thug. And
hold on, time out. Hold on, you gonna have the reflector shoes though? I
might
bring those out. Hey, he make sure he's shining in the.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring them. I might bring them reflector shoes out on their ass. Next Friday, my celebration of life with some. This Friday. Actually, the 27th. This Friday at Opium. If you don't know where Opium at, Google. I'm not giving you the address. I'm gonna give you some homework. Google Opium, or you can go on my Instagram, which is Ron Do You Baby One. That's RONDOU Baby One. Or you can go to the Do You Radio Show. That's DOU Radio Show.
And to steal a little bit of his shine, I'll be there too.
Hey. And listen, if you want to buy a book, will they be available?
Yes, sir. They sure
The books will be available. Matter of fact, I'm going to have books at my VIP table. If you want to buy a book, you can buy the Eastside Mase's book.
The Unsigned Rapper.
The Unsigned Rapper, a survival story. And listen, I appreciate you. And if you just tune in, you could tune in next week because we're about to go off the air. It's the Do You Radio Show every Monday, 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Myself, Rondo of Do You Entertainment, Lee Masters, and DJ Chic Chick on the ones and twos.
Worldwide.
Mace is in the building.
Hey,
and we're about to get out of here.
Real quick, I just want to say, man, while we on the radio station, I appreciate everything you ever did for me, dog.
Thank you. Listen,
I'm in the position that I'm in now because this dude right here believed in me. Believe it or not, and it might sound cliche, he was the one that put me in the position to be where I'm at. And he always stuck with me, whether I was right or wrong. He always told me the next moves that I had to make in order to get there. I appreciate everything.
GOAT status.
Thank you. Damn, that's what I mean. I just want to put, that's my passion, putting people on.
Right.
Because listen, God's grace is the best payback. Life's too short not to do you. Let's go.
And I love you for that too, because I've made some good connections through you too.
And we gonna make some more.
And I vouch for that too, worldwide.
Yes, we all gonna connect each other.
All praise to Rondu.
All praise to all of us thinking the same.
Yes.
And all praise to God for giving us the blessings.
Putting the good people with good vibes.
That's it. It's all together.
The energy. Yes.
This is us. This is the do you movement. The do you lifestyle movement. And the do you lifestyle is not about just doing you. It's about helping people to do them.
Right.
And we all gonna win.
Exactly. Because when you bless others, you continue to be blessed.
Amen. Amen. The Do You Radio Show. Hope to see you guys here next week. Same time, same place. It's the Do You Radio Show. It's your boy Rondu. And remember, life's too short not to do you. I'm out.
Do you, do you,